communication between people and friends was, don't be so uptight. It's just, right, don't be so uptight. And now it's, how uptight can you get?
You know, you can, I bring up things like, people don't know what a woman is, and then you get to a joke. I'm not talking about any issues. It's using those issues to get to something fun.
I'd rather be funny than careful. Rob Schneider's not just talking, he's walking the walk right off the Hollywood reservation, and he's taking no prisoners. What's got this comedy legend so fired up? It's not just cancel culture, it's the whole woke circus. Rob's breaking down how it's suffocating creativity and why he thinks it's about to implode. You won't believe what he says is coming next.
The people they're protecting, these inferiors.
Oh, so protection of other groups becomes condescending. I think that's true.
So, yeah, well, absolutely. I think.
So Rob Schneider walks into a comedy club, and what happens? He gets booed off stage. Yeah, that's where we're at now. The guy who made us laugh for years can't even tell a joke without people losing their minds. It's like the whole world forgot how to take a joke. But here's the thing about Rob, he's not backing down. Nah, he's doubling down. The more people try to shut him up, the louder he gets. It's like they're poking a bear, but this bear's got a microphone and a whole lot to say.
You guys are attacking wokeness. Is wokeness in comedy on its last legs?
Well, I think it has to be. It has to be close to collapse.
Kind of compliment, because what I'm saying to you is, you know that I love you, so I can say these terrible things to you, but it's proof that I love you.
Rob's not just cracking jokes anymore. He's on a mission to save comedy from the fun police. You know what's really getting under Rob's skin? All these new rules about what you can and can't say. He's calling out the hypocrisy left and right. You can't say this, you can't say that. Who made these rules anyway? Rob's asking the questions we're all thinking but too scared to say out loud. And get this, the more they try to cancel Rob, the more popular he gets with certain crowds.
There's always a sneaky thing of, I am better than you, I've higher thinking than you, I laugh at more things that don't.
Right now, the Democrats have the entrenched power. It's the party. The Democrats now suddenly turned to not be the party of the people. Now they're the party of forever wars, and they're the.
Funny how that works, huh? It's like the harder they push, the more people start to think, hey, maybe this guy's onto something. Rob's not just fighting back, he's gaining a whole new fan base in the process. Rob's taking shots at everyone. Woke celebrities, PC culture, you name it. No one's safe from his comedy crosshairs. He's calling out those Hollywood types who preach tolerance but can't take a joke to save their lives. It's like they forgot what comedy's all about. You want to know why Rob says the woke mob is actually super intolerant? Because they can't laugh at themselves. They're so busy being offended, they forgot how to have a good time.
To be honest, I think it's like they're both at their extremes, back to back, thinking and being the same way. Whether it's the left, you're here. Communication between people and friends was, don't be so uptight. It's just, right, don't be so uptight. And now it's, how uptight can you get?
Rob's like, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. And you know what? He's got a point. But hold on, this fight's just getting started. Rob's got more tricks up his sleeve. He's not just complaining, he's showing us how to fight back with humor. No apologies, no backing down. Rob's proving that sometimes the best way to deal with the PC police is to just laugh in their face.
Righteousness about it, that it has to be. And it's a, you know, it is very much a fundamentalist form of thinking. It's a closed system of thought.
Sure. Then they kind of can't admit to any negative emotions in themselves, which is what, unfortunately, human beings have all the time.
All right, so Rob's giving the PC police the middle finger. But here's the million-dollar question. How the hell has he survived being blacklisted in Tinseltown? I mean, most celebs would be crying in a corner by now, but not our boy Rob. Nah, he's out there thriving. Want to know his secret? It's not just Rob feeling the heat. Seems like every comic who dares to crack a non-PC joke is getting the cold shoulder from Hollywood. Remember when comedians used to push boundaries? Now they're tiptoeing around like they're in a minefield. It's pathetic, really. You know what's really messed up? These big studios are so scared of offending anyone, they're making everything boring as hell. It's like they forgot what comedy's all about. Rob's calling them out, saying they're more worried about keeping their jobs than making people laugh. And honestly, can you blame him? Get this. The Hospitals of Regina Foundation, which hosted one of Rob's shows, actually came out and condemned his material. They said his content, positions, and opinions don't align with their values.
I do think the left is, it's coming from a place of, it's an intolerance, but it's dressed up as manners.
What a bunch of snowflakes. Since when did a hospital foundation become the comedy police? But it gets worse. At a Republican holiday gala, Rob's performance got cut short because of some raunchy jokes. Apparently, he made some cracks about Asian people that ruffled some feathers. Look, I'm not saying offensive jokes are always cool, but come on. It's a comedy show, not a sensitivity training seminar. Rob's not buying any of this woke nonsense. He's saying what a lot of people are thinking but are too scared to say out loud. He's calling out Hollywood for being a bunch of cowards, more focused on avoiding controversy than making good content. And you know what? He's right.
In their thinking.
Yes.
They would never deign to laugh at something that was that they thought was making fun of people they think are inferior.
You know, you can. I bring up things like, people don't know what a woman is, and then you get to a joke. I'm not talking about any issues. It's using those issues to get to something fun.
Here's the kicker. Rob thinks this whole woke culture thing is just intellectualized self-censorship. Like, people might find a joke funny, but they're too scared to laugh because they might get canceled. It's creating this crazy environment where comedians can't do their jobs without walking on eggshells. So how's Rob survived being blacklisted in Hollywood for his views? By not giving a damn and speaking his mind anyway. He's not playing by their rules, and it's working for him. While other comics are bending over backwards to please everyone, Rob's out there saying what he wants and building a whole new fan base. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about Rob anymore. It's about the whole damn industry. We're talking about a full-on comedy crackdown, and it's uglier than a bad facelift in Beverly Hills.
There's two types of teasing. There's nasty teasing.
Yeah.
And then there's affectionate teasing, like you and me. When we see each other, it's a barrage of insults.
The question is, who's gonna be the next comic to stand up and say, enough is enough? So here's the deal, folks. Rob Schneider's not backing down, and why should he? He's saying what we're all thinking, just louder and funnier. This guy's predicting the whole woke comedy scene is about to implode. He reckons we've got about 128 months before it all falls apart. And you know what? Maybe he's onto something. Rob's got a point about this whole self-righteous woke culture thing. It's like comedians are trapped in some kind of mental prison, scared to death of saying the wrong thing. Rob's not having it. He's calling it out for what it is. A closed system that turns anyone who steps out of line into a heretic.
I think you can get more uptight. I think you should be offended by that, because I am. You're not I'm offended that you're offended. I'm offended that you're not offended, that I'm offended that you're not offended. Intellectualized to where they can't find themselves laughing. It has to be okayed, because it could look badly upon them.
Maybe it's time we all took a chill pill and remembered what comedy's really about. It's not about walking on eggshells or pleasing everyone. It's about laughing, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. So what do you say we loosen up a bit and let the jokes fly? After all, if we can't laugh at ourselves, who can we laugh at?